What's a dog breed you wouldn't own and why? Huskies are too high maintenance and too loud for me, but they are super adorable. Pitbull. No explanation needed. I just want a dog that is nice and will live forever. I look at my 4-year-old lab and have to cry thinking she won't be here with me one day, loudly crying face. I watched a pitbull rip my grandma's chihuahua to shreds. It was the most awful experience of violence I've seen in my 30 years on earth. The dogs were best buds for years too. It was so random and quick. Nothing could have been done. I'll never be around a pitbull again as they're prone to these incidents. Trauma doctors say they do more damage than any other dog and account for roughly 80% of hospital dog bites. Doodles. I worked at a doggy daycare. Every third dog that came through the door was a doodle. They were all assholes. Probably a pit bull. I don't have anything against the dogs, but I rent and every apartment I've had in the last 10 years has had a stipulation that said no pit bulls. It would just be hard to find a place to live. Belgian Malinois, because I am way too lazy to keep up with the intensity they bring. I also can't own a dog smarter than me. Huskies. I don't want a dog that talks back constantly and destroys my house. Pitbull and insurance. Not saying I don't like them. Just isn't worth the risk. I think beagles are the cutest, but holy shit, they are loud. I'm reading these comments as a dog mom of a Great Dane mix who turns 10 in January, and I'm so sad now remembering that his life isn't expected to last much longer. Frowning face. Luckily he's healthy, happy, and still has a ton of energy. Any breed with well-known breathing issues like pugs or French bulldogs. Also, any extremely high-energy breed like Belgian Malinois or Huskies. They're good fits for some people, but I am not one of those people. Pitbulls. I don't want to get my face ripped off. My wife is a vet tech at a critical care facility. I hear all the horror stories. Dogs I would not want to own. Huge Dane. Although they are the kindest of giants, they have serious heart and health problems due to their size, eat too much, poop too much, and don't live very long. In conclusion, the maintenance cost is just too high for me. Shell ties. They're cute, but their drive to hurt things drives me crazy. My mill had two and they would nip at my legs to try and get me to go where they wanted. I would never own a pit bull. I know, it's the owner and not the breed, but I've had multiple terrifying interactions involving pit bulls that had wonderful, educated, and loving owners, and I'm allowed to be weary of them. I watched 2 pit bulls rip apart my son's puppy. They weren't even mad, they were just playing and having fun as they dismembered him. My mother and her husband were also hospitalized when their pit bull snapped at another dog for a treat, and when they went to grab the treat, the dog attacked them and dragged them through the house. They both required stitches and were ripped to the bone. It was awful. The house looked like a murder scene. Pitbulls. I know plenty of people have them without issues, but I just wouldn't want to deal with a dog that's so prone to anxiety, and the results of that anxiety/reactivity would be devastating. I work at the hospital and the worst bites are almost always either from pitbulls or some sort of bully breed mix or German shepherds. It's so common to the point that the hospital staff will take bets on what breed/type of dog it is. Probably any dog that suffers from overbreeding like pugs. I also wouldn't buy a puppy from Kijiji regardless the breed. French bulldogs, or any dog breeds with breathing issues, they end up living a bit of a sad life.